Fox News at noon with Lynn Brown.
Good afternoon. We have new shocking details in the Michael Jackson investigation, plus what else is ahead on Fox News at noon.
I'm Dave Monsies. The Sheik of Araby or the Sheik of Anarchy? Sheik Abdel Rahman and 14 others arraigned today on charges of the World Trade Center bombing and other terrorism. Details coming up next on Fox News at noon.
And good afternoon, I'm Julie Golden. Well, the same old story weather-wise, mostly sunny, hot and humid today, up to 93 for the high. Details on the forecast, plus we're going to be joined by some of daytime drama's favorites coming up on Fox News at noon.
We'll get back to you early, but right now our top story. Sheik Omar Abdel Rahman and his band of alleged terrorists are due in court this afternoon. They will answer charges that they conspired to wage a war of urban terrorism that included the World Trade Center bombing. Dave Monsies is at federal court in downtown Manhattan. Dave, what can you tell us?
Well, Lynn, first of all, it is 6 months to the day after that World Trade Center bombing, and now the Sheik and 14 others face arraignment on those charges starting in about 2 hours. It was the Sheik that so many of those other 14 followed. But as the helicopter carrying him from an upstate prison landed in Manhattan, he faced accusations that he was far more than a simple Muslim cleric, but the authority behind a wide range of terrorism that started here back February 26th. Until the feds announced their sweeping indictments, Sheik Abdel Rahman had been a Teflon terrorist, untouched by investigators other than for allegations that he violated U.S. immigration laws. Now, the spiritual leader of most of the 14 others indicted stands charged with conspiracy on everything from murder to obstructing justice. The government says his so-called fatwas were real, religious orders for murder and mayhem, targeting militant Jews and the government of Egypt.
The indictment is essentially not worth the paper that it's written on. And I think beyond that, you have to consider the fact that the U.S. government has unfairly stigmatized Sheik Omar Abdel Rahman for quite some time, certainly several months.
According to the indictment, the Sheik would give the nod or forbid everything from the World Trade Center bombing to the foiled 4th of July weekend assault on city landmarks.
It was a threat. I guess it's hard to say how big a threat. Obviously, the World Trade Center explosion shows that they carried out what they talked about. So it posed a threat to New York.
Another of the religious fundamentalists indicted, El Said Nosser, already in prison from crimes related to the murder of Rabbi Meir Kahane. Now he faces a litany of conspiracy charges and allegations he planned to break out of Attica in 1992 to get the state assemblyman and judge who put him in there in the first place.
It's rather unnerving. It's rather scary that one can stand up and speak out about things that are important, whether it's Israel, whether it's support of our policies in this country, and be targeted for assassination.
Now, the indictment against all 15 does indicate that the feds knew that something was afoot as long as 2 years ago, but no indication in the indictment as to why there was no move made on those alleged and suspected terrorists way back in 1991. I'm Dave Monsies, Fox News Live at the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Back to you, Lynn.
Thank you, Dave. In just a few moments, workers at the World Trade Center will observe a moment of silence. 6 months ago today, at exactly 12:18 in the afternoon, the explosion ripped through the garage below the complex. 6 people were killed in that blast. Hundreds of others were injured.